recorded.
Yeah, you're just gonna like have that bit be the
I'm gonna,
thumbnail.
yeah, I'm gonna. I wasn't even gonna do that. That's a good idea though.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10.
Groups, hand overview, finish. What time did you play? It doesn't matter. None of this fucking
Breakfast,
matters.
breakfast time.
Breakfast, yeah. Lunchtime. I got. I was getting back. All right. So
Big.
here we go.
Your name on this fucking site is Big Wet Pussy.
Yes.
God. All right, dude.
All right. So let's play through this hand here.
All right,
We
hold on.
can we could.
All right, so hold on, hold on. It says all villains. So where are you at here?
So this is gonna be me right here. Is there any way for me to So all right. I'm just gonna. This is me. This is me right here.
Yep.
This is. I'll just hide. Look at that.
All right.
So
That's yeah. I mean that's fine. It doesn't have to
I
be.
raised to 10 under the gun. No, there's got to be. Hold on. There's got to be a way to just like show the whole cards. Go back to poker room. Yeah, my name is Big Wet Pussy. And then how do I edit this hand? I don't even know if I can. So basically, imagine you watch this hand, all right, and you tell me what you think about this hand. Because we don't need to go. I don't want to tell you what I have. It's just crazy. The hand is just fucking crazy.
Okay. All right. Well, let me here. Just play it through, and I'll let me tell you what I think here, and then. All right.
So
So.
we have a race to 10 under the gun.
Yep. All right. So you
We have
raise.
plus one calls.
All right, which is that a fat mistake. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely you're not going to want to have any calls in plus one here. And the rake is really high, so that's why. I mean, like generally, like you don't really have to. You don't get squeezed that all that often in these games, but it's still just very bad to be flatting here. Anyway, we get an overcall. They sometimes just have like these fucking meltdowns where like in this hand it's just like it just looks like people just throwing money into the middle for no reason. So we have the small blind who actually squeezes to $35.
Pretty. That's not. We're not even gonna really call that a squeeze, are we?
No, dude, it's not a squeeze. Oh,
That's like that's
sweet
like that's like
coffee.
that's like a limit
Thank you.
squeeze.
Yeah, he
like,
basically
like that's like
he's basically putting in the cold three. He's putting in that three bet. We're playing 1-3 limit, and he's putting in that three bet to $35. If we look at like, I really don't know if he understands like how large he should be betting here at a position.
all
Like
right. So
clearly not, but
so listen from my experience and probably your experience as well. Um, people just don't at low stakes live squeeze to the correct size. Really, you know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
yeah, but this is never a spot that will like really have like this is a crazy spot. You could just jam here as the small blind. You're 100 big blinds deep. You could literally just rip it in.
Right.
So it's really not even like there's no size that's really good. Like you can maybe you make it $100.
It could definitely get a little bit more complicated if you were like deeper.
If you're deeper, then you want to be squeezing much tighter, and then you'd also probably want
You
to be
also
squeezing
wouldn't
to like
jam. You wouldn't
you
jam.
wouldn't jam because
People.
if you get like say this guy. Oh, well, actually, hold on. You're about to, yeah. I don't want to speak too much because I mean, it's gonna be because you'll see the hand play out. So he squeezes. Then we have a cold call from the big blind, who is a gambler. A gambling, he has some gamble in him. So he's crazy. Big guy won't stop talking to me. Um, I'm just ignoring him. I put in some headphones. I had no music playing. I just wasn't trying to chop it up. Um, I think this might be a mistake on my end, but I'm like, all right, fine. So I have pocket eights. I open pocket eights under the gun here,
Right.
and like, what would you even want to do with pocket eights here? It's like it's probably
Well,
pretty.
well, let's think about it. From our logic that we were just talking about, you're probably not going to get like back raised squeezed off this hand. You know
No,
what I mean?
no.
So it's
I'm likely not because of like it. All right, so it goes under the gun open. If any of these like, how crazy would that be? if these people who were just never squeezing decided to call because they had some sick read that the small blind was going to squeeze. You know what I mean? And so they could like four bet jam or something like that.
Yeah, it's not likely. I mean, it's
It's
not likely.
unlikely.
And even if it is, it's probably just some fucking nonsense, dude. You know what I
This
mean?
is
It's
likely like a fold pre, but as played, I mean, hindsight 2020. Like this is likely a fold pre. I don't know like what hands I would really even continue with. I don't think I would have any continues with this size. Like I would just probably have like or like flats. I'd probably just have four bets.
right.
Four bets are and folds, and I would just be four betting like very strong hands. So especially with this cold caller.
I certainly see as play why you did it though.
Yeah, I think I was a little tired, and I was like, definitely looking to light some money on fire. So
I mean, you were
I
looking
ended,
to, you were looking to flop top set, right?
I was looking
You
to
were
flop
like
top bet on 8-5 deuce,
you were looking to
and
flop top set. That's really what you were
that's
doing.
really what it comes down
You were
to.
you were
Pay very
looking.
close attention because this is where the hand flies off the fucking rails. I make the call here.
All right. So I think I know where this
Boom,
is going.
boom, +1
Um.
raises to $75 off of a $150 stack. So he's
Okay.
playing 50 big blinds deep. He decides to raise to 25. It's literally another min raise.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is craziness. This is wild.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
mean.
like, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, all right, like I've blundered the hand. I've fucked up. That my hand is garbage now. I'm gonna just have to fold because it's gonna. I know I can
What
predict that the action.
what is he flat call back raising with?
Wow, we'll see. We'll see. But I'll tell you what. When I'm here in this spot, I'm thinking, okay, so the small blind is gonna is like got a very straight like clear cut jam. I'm gonna have to fold my pocket eights. This is the perfect reason why I do not have any flats here, is because I can get put into some stupid shit like this, and where I'm just
Yeah.
lighting money on fire,
Yeah.
right? Goes fold, fold, and then the fucking small blind folds, and I'm just perplexed at this point.
Yeah. That's strange.
I was like, I was not sure what to do. This guy, the big blind who cold calls the squeeze, decides to call this raise. I have no idea what he has, but I can tell you what. He plays fucking ATC. He sees any two cards. This guy is showing up with like Queen 5 offsuit and three bet pots. He's showing up with fucking like Jack. He jammed, what was it? He jammed Ace 7 of diamonds on me. He fucking four bet jams Ace 7 of diamonds on me, gets me to fold probably a hand that I should just always be folding regardless to a four bet jam. But I was just perplexed that I was just like as soon as you see that, you know this guy is in meltdown gamble mode.
He's good for the game.
He's good for the game. He's ready to just. He's got his lighter at the table, and he's flinging the active of dollar bills into the middle. Like this guy is. He's ready to gamble. He's ready to punt. So
All right.
when he calls this, I know he's just never has really a strong hand.
No,
Like I
for
know it's
sure
just
not.
it's just napkins. Like he's got napkins. And for that reason, I decided to jam. I decided to just pull the trigger here and jam. I saw this guy who
And hold on. I'm reading this right. With you and the degenerate, you guys are deep.
we're fucking deep.
You
Yeah.
guys are pretty deep. You guys are almost 200 big blinds deep at the start. Actually, about 200 big blinds deep at the start.
Yeah. It's
And it's not a straddle pot, right? We didn't see a straddle.
nope, not a straddle pot.
Yeah. So
Just a lot of sickness.
describe this dude to me on your left who does the back raise, min raise.
Drunk old guy who won't stop going out for smokes.
I
I mean,
think
this guy is
I could go either way. This could be 4 or 5 of clubs. This could be aces. I don't know. I really don't know. Like,
and actually, you know what, dude? This guy had a buddy at the table, right? And he was sitting in this seat. He stacked off with some nonsense and got sent home.
yeah.
Not really, but he ended up getting felted and then he just like left. He This guy, like in a separate hand, like these guys are boys, right? So this is
Mhm.
another thing that's going on in my head. They're both degenerates because I watched this guy squeeze 6-4 offsuit on the button after 5 big blind open under the gun, and then it just calls all the way to the button, and he squeezes 6-4 off, dude, to like $100. Some other guy tips it for 200, and he calls. He's like, "Now I got to throw down this garbage," and he calls off, and then he scoops with trips. He makes trips on the river. It was disturbing. Listen, if I see that you're chopping it up with somebody who's done that, who I just witnessed do that, I know that you're both on the same fucking boat. You're both on the same degenerate boat, doing the same crazy shit. So he calls off. So now I'm stacking off with him. And I'm thinking, all right, I got him right where I want him. This bozo is about to just click the fold button, and we're gonna,
He
we're
does
gonna have
not.
some dead money
He
in the
does
middle.
not. He just. Rob, he
No,
does not click the fold button,
snap.
does he?
He snapped. He snapped. And I have to sweat the turn. I just want you to take a look. I just want you to take a look at what I was up against. This guy has fucking pocket kings, which is really it was a surprise to me. This is not
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like,
I was like, okay,
I,
like
I
that's kind of crazy.
I'd be kind of surprised too, actually.
Yeah. And then I look at what I get snapped off by because he's refusing to show his hand. I roll over my hand and he goes, "Damn, it was a flip." And he rolls over a jack 10 of
Well,
spades.
he doesn't have to, right? I mean, he called your jam. He doesn't
No, no,
technically
no. He
have to
called
show.
my he doesn't have to. I was
You're being
hesitant to show.
you're being a dick.
I was not trying to be a dick. I was just hesitant to show because I'm like, this is like crazy. Like I felt like I was smoked. When he calls off 200 big blind, I'm like, this guy has probably fucking aces.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And he just trapped the shit out of you somehow.
I just got owned. I just got owned. But he had jack and a spade. We end up scooping a really large pot here. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that now the side pot actually with him calling there, the side pot matters.
the side pot was bigger than the main.
Yeah, holy
So
shit. You guys like hold on. I just want to see this real quick. Um what, like fucking like
side
450?
pot side pot's like 900.
Yeah, it's a $900 side pot. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's
Main
pretty good.
pot was like 6
Yeah,
almost.
he's so
So
all right. So he's crazy, dude. Fucking
yeah, no, he was crazy.
yeah, he's crazy for calling that off. Like I that dude played Kings badly. I don't like how he played Kings there. I mean, like, sure he got all of his money in with Kings before the flop, like, which I guess is like, I don't know. I think that was whack the way he played
And
that, cause
when you played Kings, it's just whack because you just you're just gonna get it in regardless. But
like you
I
said
mean,
earlier, does this dude have some like sick read that like the small blind's gonna squeeze
dude,
like
he made the fucking soul read that some shit like this was about to go down. I don't care about the also, I don't care if people know the name of this place. This is Boston Billiards. So this place, I've seen just some like the most ridiculous shit go down.